Hello everybody, welcome to episode 4 of the Spotter's Guide, and I decided to start recording a little bit earlier. I'm trying to pack into a charcoal pit the rest of this wood, but we just hit lemon season. So I'm going to rejoin. We got a lot of people on the channel real quick, but I'm going to rejoin them so we can join in on the chatter and such, and harvest some lemons, pack some wood for some charcoal, and just, go around. I'm going to work on the farming land a little bit, so I figured make a pretty good episode, and away we go.
Unmuted and unmuted.
Alright everybody, just so you're aware, I am recording.
Yep.
So,
What in the world was that thing?
that's the smallest little cute cow ever!
The
Actually-
basalt is what I'm adding on, and the marble is what's already there for my...
Cow actually looks like it's smoking the torch.
But
I have a little dinky cow here.
your cow is getting high.
It's smoking the torch, man. Take a peek at this. You see
Smoking
the...
the torch.
He's like,
the torch.
fire. But look at his eyes, dude. They're like, duh. Yeah. Nice.
Sure you should be recording with this little sleep.
No, I should definitely not be recording with this little sleep. Do you want these lemons, man, or are you good with what you got?
I think I'm good.
Alright, I got 36 so far, but I got my tree up by my house to go harvest. But yeah, I turned around, I see all the yellow, I'm like, yay! I wonder if I can get there before Mead sees them.
Can't get there before
Well, it's a good
it
thing
says
you
so.
told me about it then.
Well, no, I was trying to see where you were, so you wouldn't hear me go, hee! And hooray as I hop down the hill and start chopping down your forest. And then you came around the corner. It was all
Like a
unfair
boat just
timely.
go by.
Talking about yours?
No, say me turns around, this tree's all no more leaves. I was like, oh, it must be a like a locust.
Yeah, the cartoons. Tasmanian devil walks by. What?
Is that a cat?
Have fun.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
So, oh, we got the willow trees going here. Willows are cool. Even though everybody hates them but me, apparently.
The sign recipe gave me 3 stackable signs.
The signs in general are stackable in 132. They'll start out at the...
I made
Yay.
one sign and I got 3 of them in a stack.
Oh,
You sure? Because that never happened to me earlier. Maybe read logs, see if you still have them.
yeah, I relog because I've been making them one at a time as well, man. But those block signs and the actual signs stack now.
I didn't get the block signs,
Up
I
to
got the
what?
correct ones.
What do
Really?
they stack up to?
I don't know. I've only had like 2 or 3 on me at a time because I'm used to them not stacking.
Alex,
Yeah.
Did you
We
fix
made
that,
them in
creating a
132.
weird sign?
Huh?
It worked fine for me. I
Yeah.
got
They won't
I'm-
create that weird sign block anymore, they'll just create
I
a
made
sign.
one earlier today and it did the weird sign block.
Yeah,
I think
same
it's
here.
you guys making them out of plank or planks?
The new TM.
Oh, the sawed-off stuff. Did you make it out of the big
so
block?
I made it out of oak,
Okay.
which gave me the vanilla recipe, which is 3 signs for 6 pieces of oak and 1 piece of stick.
Oh yeah, I
But-
think they did change that too.
You used the entire block though, right? Not the little bitty,
Yes.
the one, not the
Yeah, I
1/4.
used full planks.
Okay, so
Those
I
are
guess that
some
makes
thick
sense though.
signs.
Yeah, but that's why you got 3 of them.
I know.
Is we're still making out on resources. Hey, Kenta,
Yeah.
my lemon tree, back off.
Yeah, I'm losing 1 fence and resources, but I'm also getting the fences ready to go the first time without a replacement.
I put this string on the ground. Right, you could do that in 132.
What?
For the
Yeah.
tripwire.
Look, there's string on this ground.
Oh, nice.
Magic.
So what else do you have to have for the trap?
There you go, they give items now.
What?
What's that?
Sign recipe will give you items now.
The sign items, not the weird rock things.
Oh, no, well, it's the block versus the item.
Just fix it for 50.
Cool.
Um,
So sin.
hey, you gotta show off my new house on your video.
Oh, they can see it right from where I'm standing. is we found out where all the pumpkins went.
It's not all the pumpkins. It's my own.
And
Sure.
hey, Kenta,
Yeah.
your house is falling on my head, man.
I know. Did you see that screenshot I just posted?
No.
What I've been working on is
Here.
redoing the.
Oh, shit. Don't fall on my head.
Kenta, at first I thought you were crazy, but
Now I can see your nuts.
that's what it looked like over here. You're climbing up beneath him, like, yes, here's my house. What does
Yep.
it look like in your texture thing? No, that's nice.
Nice
Was it
solid
inside, though?
orange. And then, yeah. I judge thee guilty of crimes against pumpkinmanity.
What I should do is make them all in the jack-o'-lanterns have this giant glowing
Pumpkin-manity.
thing.
What?
Pumpmanity.
Oh god.
It's getting better.
Oh, have you seen it, Mead?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
No.
dude, you've got to come over and take a peek at the house.
Oh, you can see it from his house.
But he can't see inside.
Well, it's, yeah. I didn't steal anybody's pumpkins. No pumpkins were harmed in the making of that house.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
But I should make them all jack-o'-lanterns, just have a giant glowing house.
Yeah, I was wondering if any of them were going to glow.
That's pretty funny.
It's actually more roomy.
Only the high elder pumpkins can glow, obviously.
Well, who's the, what's the name of the pumpkin that the peanuts wait for every year?
The Great Pumpkin.
The Great Pumpkin. Yeah, figures it's something that
Charlie
simple.
Brown.
I was going to wait till you did your video, Mead, and just you're wandering around and all of a sudden look over and like, what the crap is that thing?
Kind of looks like a caution sign on the side of a road. Oh.
Crysyn to screw everything up.
What? I didn't do it.
You do.
I actually forgot I still had some of that dubstep playing in the background. You can just barely hear it.
Okay.
It's the house of 1,000 screams.
Did you hopped inside?
No, I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I didn't want them facing outwards, so they all got to face inwards.
So apparently,
Yeah,
I
that's
have-
kind of a creepy effect.
Yeah.
his house is judging him.
Does all the sand cook to glass?
Oh, there you are.
It should cook to colored glass.
Also,
I went
it
over to
should
your house
also
to
have
find you, and you're over
the
here.
temperature readout on it as well.
You found sand?
No.
No.
I just remembered I needed windows, and I was thinking about it. I'm gonna go dig up Kenta's walkway.
Nice.
Toward
Yeah, I
the
might
furnace.
get some of this too.
The walkway?
Why is his walkway made out of sand?
Actually, isn't that Dunk's
Maybe.
walkway?
No, I made it.
Ah.
It's made of sand. We'll never be able to match because we won't find that much of that color.
Yeah, I don't care. Take it.
So there's no point
It was
using
just a
it for water.
placeholder. I was sick of having it trench everywhere, so I just put it down, and I needed to get it out of my inventory.
Yeah, we
Wait, what's
should.
the walkway made out of?
Fuck!
Damn.
Ah, I hate you
it's
creepers.
It's made out of fuck. It's
Yeah,
made out of fuck.
There you go.
Hey, how many times are you gonna say that on my video? In 30. Yeah,
I thought it was gravel.
I give up talking.
So the bottom of the ocean, or the ocean, so the lakes are gravel and dirt, gravel and sand.
Gravel,
Gravel.
dirt, sand, and
Gravel.
clay so far, or what
Not
I've
much
seen
sand,
down there.
Mostly gravel. Pretty much
think-
all gravel.
We don't have them. We don't have clay over here, at least in our little ponds.
I
Yeah,
went
this lake to the
wandering a
south
lot
is
today.
all gravel.
I went wandering a lot today and saw that sand does form on the bottom and
No, you
isn't
only get clay in
replaced. Or yeah, gravel forms on the bottom, or clay forms on the bottom and doesn't get replaced by the gravel and such.
Right.
And the clay is only
Is
going
that
to show
so?
up in biomes that aren't dry.
Ah! Remember, you're
I
not allowed
saw-
to take any advice while we're playing.
Actually, on my way back from my escapade lately, I saw a lake area, but it had clay in the bottom, but it was really patchy clay. It wasn't like
Yeah.
a big like you normally see.
I think it's more of the other way
Patches here and
around, is it's probably the clay is placed in after everything else, so it just happens to replace the few couple pieces of dirt that are still left around.
Never mind. I'm just gonna make a comment.
Isn't that a comment?
No, I was gonna say the new gravel, like, has a 3D look to it, and I actually don't think I want to use it for the texture thing I'm doing.
Well, because it's ugly.
Yeah, it's an ugly 3D look.
Yeah, nobody wants you to use that for the textures.
Yeah, I think I'll just keep the old stuff.
Nobody wants Mojang to use that for the textures.
Way to kill a conversation, man. You said the M word.
Well, I think it's kind of neat looking, but it just doesn't fit with everything
Mastication?
else. So.
Yeah, something's goofy. Like this entire biome is nothing but gravel under the water.
And dirt.
Maybe it's
Or
just
nothing but
ratios.
gravel.
I mean, I know it's not a biome, but it's all gravel.
Yeah.
What happened to the zombie?
I mean, the Zambi.
I sent him out to get milk because we don't have any.
Okay, I think that's it for me.
Take it easy.
Yeah, well,
Later.
I went into my house and the creeper standing right next to my door, so that's what I mean by it's it for me. I'm not gonna risk another blow up.
Gonna die. Gonna die and lose all the pumpkins.
Get them while the getting's good.
Run, Crysyn, you're being chased by a spider and a creeper.
And the creeper is
Yay.
Kenta.
I'm not the creeper. I'm just standing
have
on my
deserts
tower
anymore?
looking down.
I think Dunk might have found a desert to the south and a little bit east.
Oh, that's the way I'm going. Let's
Was it
take
you,
the
Sin,
ocean.
that said you saw a lot of gravel at the bottom?
Yeah,
We're
the,
seeing a lot of gravel versus stone.
In the dry
Or
grass
sand.
biome, it's solid gravel, and then in the biome that has trees and grass in it, it's all dirt.
For the gravel, in a flattish area with a lot of water, almost like it would be a swamp.
Yeah, it was in a shallower lake area, but then it also went out into the ocean as well. So the ocean that was next to the dry biomes was all gravel.
It probably merged there, but yeah, okay. I
And then it
noticed that.
switched over to all dirt.
Yeah, I do think I saw what I took as an ocean, but the depth of it was only like 139 or so, not the normal 128-ish. That appeared to be, if not all gravel, 99% gravel.
Oh, that's a swamp then.
I haven't seen a whole lot of sand, just the little patches that I brought back to the village for the road.
I know there's some more sand to the west and a bit north of us. As you follow around the coast of where the ocean starts up, there's patches of sand along it.
Yeah, but it should be way more common. I mean, it's one of the most common.
Got cornered by 6 skeletons. Had to log out. Way too far away.
Aww.
Hey, Kenta, what are you up to right now?
I'm debating whether I should stay online or go to bed.
Oh, I was gonna say there's a guy in the IRC saying he needs to find out how Kenta does his smelting setup.
Why?
He says he wants to make like that so he gets the best efficiency.
Kenta's or Sketchy's?
He said Kenta.
Not that Kenta's thing isn't good.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, Sketchy has that little bloomery set up for making alloys, where the bloomeries hold 3 in 1.
Yeah. It annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of micromanagement for one thing.
It's too cramped for me.
I
Well,
prefer
tell us
to
what you
have
really
it.
think. This is not a microphone. Speaking of the flower.
I just think that it's better. Well, I mean, especially when we had all that coal, it was better to just and reheat it when you wanted to make it into alloys and such. We had coal for days. We didn't have to worry about wasting coal. But I mean, with more limited resources, it does become more of an issue to conserve fuels for smelting for originally smelting instead of reheating things. So, I mean, it would be more efficient to immediately alloy everything as it comes out of the forge or out of the bloomery. But I mean, it's just way too micromanagement. It's way too much micromanagement for me. To be honest, it's just a little. It gets a little hectic. It's hard to keep track of everything at once.
Yeah, you know, compared to last map, we had tons of coal last time. I don't think we found any coal yet, have we?
Not as
No,
far
we
as
haven't.
I'm aware.
Yeah, mostly hematite so far. Which, you know, not a bad thing, but...
Well, I mean, last map we found hematite first as well, and we didn't find coal for a while.
Well, that second batch of hematite that I found wasn't a very big one. It started off as a large, and it was all just speckled in with the sphalerite that I was mining.
Right, right.
I do have some.
No, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I do have some shale marked pretty far to the north.
Yeah, same here. Shale...
Yeah,
or no, you have shale or slate?
Well, let me check.
I have slate marked to the north, but I would love shale if you know where some is.
Shale.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, shale would be amazing.
Can you share some coordinates here?
I guess I can.
Yeah, we also, Crysyn and I both found
Birch.
nice, and
Schist.
I know I found nice. I don't remember finding schist, but
I found nice and
Okay.
schist. Go
we
ahead,
also
Mead,
found
sorry.
birch.
Okay, it's negative 881, negative 13089.
Oh, 13, that's pretty far away.
Yeah, I went pretty far north.
809 were the last three? Oh, why do I keep
Yeah.
on... 13... 809. I look up and it's like 32 million.
089, right?
Say what?
Did you say
Negative.
13089?
Yes.
Negative 881, negative 13089.
Nice, thank you. I will
Well,
have
I'm
to go...
pricing to run to 809 because that's 800 blocks away from where you said.
I'm not really heading out, so Kenta, feel free to get the lemons, but leave the crops if you could.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, I ran a fair distance that way. See ya. But I think I stopped at around 1100 or so. I just made a big U around to the north. Although I did come across a fruit tree that was missing a couple of branches. I thought I'd just grown that way, but maybe.
I brought back a peach sapling from about 1,000 away on my way back from the other village.
Yeah, I actually
Never
found
got around to planting it.
yeah, I found a banana tree while I was out and about today. Lucked out and it had 3 branches because a tree had grown into it, and I got 3 saplings from it. So it worked out well.
Talk to you guys later.
Alright, see you
Later.
soon.
Have a good.
Alrighty, time for some more interactive recording. So I'm gonna hop into the recording channel, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie, now that we're alone. Got enough wood to finish off the fire pit here. Ooh, I need to keep an eye on this because I want to gather as many as I can. Give it as many opportunities to grow as possible. There we go. So we're going to get this to start going. I actually haven't seen the new charcoal blocks yet, so I'm actually really looking forward to this. So there we go, right there. Still takes a while to get used to those all clumping together. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. And there we go. So just a quick little update. You might be hearing those noises in the background. Is I've installed Matmos, is an audio mod that adds in background sound effects. I can give you a little bit of a, if I head outside, kind of increase my elevation just a little bit. You'll hear absolutely nothing. There you go, a little bit of the wind rushing by. Alright, a lot of the wind rushing by. is this is kind of what it does. It adds in musical or M. I don't know exactly what it stands for. I always thought it was music, but this is more of background sound and ambient sounds. But atmosphere is what the rest of it sounds for. So it's actually kind of nice, and I've been meaning to try it out for a while, and my brother has a configuration file that adjusts for all the for like the TF craft stuff, and the different heights, the different types of blocks and sands and stuff. So I was able to just snag that real quick and pretty much hit the ground running. So that's a new mod. It'll be in the description from here forward. I'm also considering adding in the I think it's Matmos mobs or something like that. It's kind of a it adds in fireflies and things like that, little creatures and little things that aren't really they're not like skeletons, they're not like zombies sort of deal, but they add a little bit more atmosphere to it, the little creatures and such. But for now, I wanted to just show that our tomato plants are coming along. Not as far along as I would hope. As you may have seen over in my brother's garden, he actually has some that have grown up and such. Mine are still pretty small. I lost a lot of them to a creeper right from the get-go. I can't remember what these are. I'm pretty sure at this time they're carrots. Might be maize, but that's why we got the sign. I did sign up the rest of the stuff here. So we got the rice here, and potatoes, wild potatoes, or oats. But the thing I'm happy about here is we got the onions, is they actually look oniony. So that's going to be kind of neat. So these are all, once again, this is the seeding farm. This is where I'm going to, for the things that drop seeds, the oats, the wheat and such. The rice is I'll be using this farm to increase our seed stores and work on planting the larger fields, which, nope, nope, here we go, is I went out mining last night over at a basalt mine in that direction and gathered all of this, and I'm going to use this to edge out and start with some of the walkways and such of the terraces. So I thought maybe we'd work a bit on that today. I'm just gonna look for a place to drop some of this stuff off. I've also been collecting vanilla iron from zombies. That's why I'm such a high level right now, as I've just been going around every night hunting them with my steel mace. I'm looking for an iron bucket, as I want to start getting water and such ready for the terraces. So I'm gonna just dump my inventory a little bit so I can pick up some stones. I got a new steel shovel because I've gone through most of the other one already. And we're just going to start this up there. And 3 more up on the top. There we go. Don't think I need the hickory. I'm going to take the banana because I want to get them growing. String. When I was out and wandering, these are some of the items that I got back. Let's put that in there so I keep the feathers together. And still have plenty of seeds. I need to do a little bit better organization, but for now, some of them are in there. Oh, all the ones I had were in there. I got more in here, and a couple in there. Probably have a few overlaps here and there, but I'm not overly concerned at this point in time. Going to go back in here, going to pick up our cobblestone, because that's what I want to make the walls of each of the levels out of. And I'm going to also take a bit of smooth stone, as I want to use that for some of the walkway and such. As I mentioned in the previous season, the way that Mashi had the roads done with a line of smooth stone down the middle, that I really liked it. Oh, I think I don't know if I had this finished last map or last episode, but I did finally finish this this little area, this corner. You can see, ow. This corner actually has some of the dirt that I got from the basalt mine. That's why it's the dark color kind of goes up there. This is a new little willow farm that I've started to work with the charcoal pits and such, so I can actually start moving forward. And this is Lone Survivor of the Pumpkin Massacre. There used to be a little outcropping of pumpkins on here. When we got here, I mentioned about them and I liked them. Nobody so far has fessed up to actually chopping them down. But I was digging through where I was going to put the road, and I dug up a couple of dirt blocks, and this was actually underneath the dirt blocks. So that was kind of cool, and I just made a little side path, put up the little sign, a couple of torches. I think it's safe. We shall see, though. Some devious shenanigans may be going on. So, just going to replace the edges of the dirt. I did actually put the walls where I had wanted them. So, it's not like I'm just going to extend everything one. That would probably be a bit easier, but that's just not the way I do things. Probably noticed that by now. So let's just undo this outer level, and we'll have some dirt to go back up. Going to need quite a bit more dirt, as I've also started working on how I'm going to handle irrigation and such. And want to bring this out one. Nope. There we go. The height of 3 usually keeps you safe. So we'll just put the stones here. And this will be the first area to receive its reinforcement wall. Get that, and some good old bricklaying going. Oops. Forgot I was just flushing that out. I didn't chip back this part. Now I didn't need those there. Boy, talk about complicated. I just have to go ahead and do it, don't I? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Until we figure out the wall. I mean, this might change over to marble for the walkway right there. So let's just finish this up. Oh, 1 block short of a stack for that wall. But I think that looks pretty cool. Eventually, the place that I'm putting the water, you can't really see it on the... If you look right here, that's where it is on the mini-map. You might want to go back, pause it for a second, but we'll go up and take a peek. It's that little dimpled area, if you follow the line down, that I'm looking at. And it was there. I just flattened out the dimple in the middle and went with it. And so I'm going to fill it with water. If we get to the irrigation area, or irrigation, then it'll actually be where I'm going to actively do it. Actually, I'll just show you guys right now. Let's hop on up. It's right on the other side of this. Never miss an opportunity to kill some zombies. But here we go. So I flattened this little area in the center here, and this is what we ended up with. I figured this would be a nice little basin for some water, and the nice thing about it is that this is a higher elevation than the entire set of terraces here. So I should, in theory, be able to get the water to run from there to all these other locations and help with the irrigation and however that system works out. Even if we don't end up getting to an irrigation system anytime soon, or even just for this map, as we are aware there are map changes, and, well, there's builds that are coming that are going to be screwing around with generation some more, and we've pretty much already settled on maybe putting it into a test server and not the live server here until the majority of the sweeps go through. Then we'll consider updating at a later point in time. So we'll have to see how that all balances out with, you know, what we want to do, what we want to keep, what's available and such. So we'll just have to keep on going with the normal combination of prepping for what may be coming, prepping for and using what we currently have. So to that end, yeah, we do that. And constantly keep looking out for the little pieces of iron that we can get to make this a little bit easier to do. So this is actually a little bit of the dangerous side. This is the upper wall. It keeps just about everything out. So taking it down is a little tricksy. Probably not the best place to be walking backwards into. Whoa, whoa. 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 that got my heart pumping a little bit too much. Yeah, a little more than I wanted. I still have some extra dirt on hand, and I'm going to be collecting more as I work on taking down these walls. But I was not exactly looking to start repair already. Yep, looks like Mead has signed off. So, true to form, most of that stuff back there is actually too high. So, oh, so I can hop down, but zombies and such can't hop up. And I might not even have enough enough basalt, even as we speak. I thought I had gathered quite a bit of it, but this is a pretty big wall here. So the intent, I don't know exactly how big this field is, but each of the fields will pretty much have their own crop. I might even do a little sectional on the fields up here. Ooh, we're back to a tricky part of the wall. So I might actually do two sections up here, and then with the way the nutrients work and such for the different plants, the plan would be to go through and rotate the crops during the growing season, so like, you know, the stairs are going to come up on this side, have maybe like having maybe wrap around this way or so to whoa, have them maybe wrap around this way sort of to kind of split the upper field, and have wheat up here one year, and then, you know, wheat over there, and then some oat, barley, rice, and just, you know, kind of do sectionals off so that I can rotate the crops between the areas. But in general, you still need to keep everybody fed. So we'll also have to have fairly large sample areas. I'm thinking down below is where we'll start getting into the different things like the non-renewables currently. Oh, I knew it. So we'll get into things like the potatoes. Did I actually hide on him like that? Could he not see around that? Anywho, so we'll actually put the potatoes and such down that way. Tomatoes, things like that, until they're a more sustainable, self-sustaining, I guess, sort of crop. Yeah, you know, not all crops are actually like that. Sometimes you have to breed them specifically for seed versus for feed. But potatoes are one of those nice crops where you plant one, you'll get 12 more. So as long as, you know, you take proper care of them and such, they should generally just increase in quantity. So looking forward to things like that, giving us a couple more options than what we currently have. There we go. Make sure I'm on the right side of the wall. Oops. Oh no! Started to grow in. My little outline. Oh! I'll just blame that on the outline. Yes, the outline told me to put an extra block right there. So this is the part that's going to be interesting, is that this wall right here becomes almost useless. So I'm actually going to cut this back there. And these are the ones that we'll replace with stone. Give us a little, nice little effect all on its own. Certainly seem to be getting more stone than I do, or more dirt than I'm giving up stone-wise. Now it goes back into being a retaining wall. And this is how we will edge our gardens. So here we go. So it rains an inordinate amount on the server. I don't know if it's like everybody's server notices this, or if you guys have picked up on it and watching the videos over the, it's been months now, I suppose. But it does seem to rain quite often on this server. I actually kind of like the rain, so I don't mind it overall, but so I mean that's kind of why I'm quiet and I'm kind of listening to it, because I miss the rain. I'm originally from upstate New York, and I've spent some time in Florida where you could pretty much set your watch by the rain showers and such. So, you know, a lot of people don't like rain, it's gloomy, blah blah blah. I think rain kicks ass, especially the rain in Florida, because you know, it pours like there's no tomorrow, so you could almost swim through it. But it's always warm. It's like, you know, it's a nice warm rain. It just, you know, not a bother at all, in my opinion, when you're out and walking around in it. So most of our walls on the right hand side are too high, and I did this to get the to get an odd number of terraces. Really, is, you know, just depending on which side you're on, you can get a different amount. So on the left hand side here, We have the upper, the middle, and the lower. That's the entry area down there. On the right-hand side, we also have an upper. We have a middle, and then another lower. You know, granted these things aren't that big, but it's still just, instead of just having a single pattern where everything matches, you know, there's 3 layers, that's the way it always is, 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. You can actually just add in some unique design and flair and such to where you're going, just by making it not match, and just by having the offset heights at the different levels and such. It's often able to create a pretty nice effect for just in general. Have to consider how the road's going to go, because I do want a path from here leading over to the orchard. Speaking of which, I do want to plant those banana saplings. I feel bad for not planting more of the trees, because at the very least they would have grown some branches by now and increased the overall number of saplings that we just had on hand. So that's, you know, it's kind of my fault there, not using my resources effectively when the time required to do it is just go over and click, click, click. You know, you're kind of done. A little bit of counting just to make sure you got the spaces and such. But 1, 2, and 3. So there. Finally did it. It's all done. I don't know if the growing season for the banana plants is actually even going. We are now in late summer. The server's been just zooming right along, game time wise as well as real life wise and progression and development wise. But for the growth period of the banana trees, I'm not entirely sure what that would be. Let's make this a little more cul-de-sac-y here. Actually really eager to take a trip out and see that shale, as I would really like some of that. Shale, gabbro, basalt, there's some dark grays, some light grays, some nice textured stone. I just overall think that they would be worth having and worth considering when doing the construction. There we go. The reason I'm not doing the sides here is I'm probably going to make them match with just the normal border of the roads and such. So, not too concerned with them at this point in time. Whoa. Combination wall and waste. There we go. We don't have any sort of wall stopping you from hopping down anywhere else. I don't know why I thought I might have needed one there, or if it was originally designed to maybe, like I extended this area a bit, so maybe it was just a continuation of the wall. I'm going to actually, yeah, there we go. That'll stop most of the riffraff from sneaking around the corners, trying to get past the velvet rope. Do, 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 do. Oops, need another. Looks like I did likely have enough. I do need to continue the wall up there, but for now I'm just going to focus on the one I'm working on. There we go. Oop. Chirping crickets. Sun is setting. You know, I almost like that overhang a little bit. Might have to consider that down the road. If I set up another set of terraces. Ba-do-do-do. This will probably be where the sluice, or not the sluice, where the irrigation and such comes in. For now, however, I'm just going to kind of flatten this out with a nice layer of dirt. Just kind of have it all match up. And I believe that is the major walls. Oh, yep, upper wall. The one I just said I needed to finish, and would do so in a bit. It has now been a bit. Ow. You're not a zombie. You are a waste of time. Oops, that's not the right set of blocks. Wow, I am almost out. I do think I will have enough to finish. Maybe not do too much of a walkway though. I think I'm going to get rid of this. It was a little platform up above, but I don't really think it serves any more purpose. Set of trees. I think I'll focus on the top part first. It's a little bit easier to do. There we go. Should do that wall down there. Always picking up the dirt. That stack went a little quicker than I had thought it would. But we are definitely approaching the end. So I like how the lines have come out on the minimap. I do think that that's pretty neat, and I also think the road is going to do a really nice cut edge on it, kind of weaving down through the center, and then down over towards the other fields where the orchard will be. But yeah, I really should like retain wall these. Okay, I do at least hear a skeleton now. Oh. Always time to be polite. Take an arrow to the face while I wave hello. I said to the face, not to the knee. So this is the area I struggled with. Yeah. Watch there be a creeper on top of this tree and just have him come tumbling down into my face. Yeah, ha! So, up, up, up. Last stack, and I hear another skeleton. The wood is new. There we go. We have the retaining wall around every edge, just not this one as it's an unfinished edge. So we kind of wanted to wrap around to this same level here. That has to go then if that one goes as well. There we are. I'm going to want to build some kind of an archway here. So I always like to let people know. I know in real life there's actually laws where, you know, you have to let people know. And if that is there, I should have an extra block on that side at the least. This is an actual valid walkway, so I don't really have to stop people from doing that. Let me cap that one. just trying to see, you know, I don't have a ton of this rock left. I'll probably use the smooth stone to run a central path just to make sure that the lines look good. Here's an entire wall that I've not done. Yikes. Uh-oh, going to sneeze. Back in a second. Well, easiest way to not have to sneeze. Let people know that you're going to sneeze. So what I cannot remember is... Oh, what? Ah. What I cannot remember is if I have a single... if I have any more basalt. As I thought I picked up most of it as I walked this way. Let's grab this. Should probably turn that into a couple of chests. I wonder if it's been 18 minutes for the charcoal yet. We might be going back to a nice surprise. So, neat thing about the lemon trees... Oh wow, orchard's gotten bigger. Neat thing about the lemon trees is that they continue to grow while they're in season. So as long as you have room, and who doesn't want a lemon over some zombie meat? And here's an interesting thing I'm going to give a try. Even though it didn't have the proper texture, it is in season. Oh, that one's not. That one belonged to the other tree. It was in season. It was on the right tree, so I was pretty sure that it was going to drop the extra lemon for us there. Got a couple over here. So lemons, you know, they're in season. You just constantly harvest the trees. That way the fruit doesn't go to waste. And as we're heading into, as we are heading into the later seasons, things are going to start getting colder, and for us that is going to be a bit more of a factor, simply because when it gets cold, the length of the plants that like how long it takes them to grow, I think, yeah, it varies from plant to plant, but you can estimate about 100 in-game days. It's roughly like 2 days or so of real lifetime. You know, it gives you a little bit of a buffer zone in there, or actually that's buffered a little bit. So you need to pay a little bit more attention to your crops than that. But the temperature in which you're trying to grow things is going to affect those timelines. Clearly, a lot of this has been planted more than 48 hours ago. For instance, I mean, here's my wheat. I actually want to say that wheat is almost done. But here's what makes being a farmer so difficult is this is Mead's wheat. And Mead's wheat is about as old as mine. But his is a nice dark green. So 13 degrees Celsius. We are in a rolling hills biome. I know the biomes aren't overly a factor right now. But then we come up here. We are in a hills edge, or high hills edge biome. And it's still 13 degrees Celsius. So the biomes do seem to have a chip in with the coloration and such still. Yeah, got some more lemons on my own tree. Ooh. Nice! I got charcoal. Look at that. Oh, that is cool how that works. Didn't I put lemons in here somewhere? Nice. That is a very, very neat effect of the entity blocks. Almost kind of makes me want to wrap the walls of my place in dirt, wrap them up in logs, start a little fire at one end, see if I can't make some charcoal walls and such like that. Might just have to do that. Oh, nice, it counts it from top to bottom. That I would not have guessed. Getting the little pieces flying out. Well, alrighty, so we worked a little bit on the setup of the farms. We've made some charcoal, so I need to finish off. Am I already full of charcoal? Sheesh. I like this. I need to finish off up here. So I need to finally figure out what I'm going to be doing. Right now it's just a square, but I need my forges. I want my bloomeries. A little bit more self-sufficient. We are clearly going to be building a town from the walls and such, and we have some plans and such outlined for that. But everybody also likes to have their, it's the convenience factor. Yes, I could run over to the center of town, but all my materials here are here, and so it doesn't take me too much to build a little bit of a forge area and such. And it's neat to work on the designs and have it on hand, and honestly to use it for cooking more than just about anything else. That's really what I am thinking about the most. Alrighty. Yikes. Lost some lemons. Charcoal, charcoal. Pick up the rest. Charcoal. We already got that one started. Our willow trees are growing. So we have plenty to do. I'm probably one of the only people still on the server without an actual house. I just have some pillars and a bed. I do have a lemon tree, however. I do have a balcony, and I also have a fairly well-established farm at this point in time. These are going to be very close to farming. These might actually be at that time, so we got that to investigate to make sure these don't go bad. We have been waiting some time, so it'd be a worthwhile thing to make sure that we're doing that properly. But so a house to build, farms to both harvest and start growing, some charcoal and some construction up here to do. We have the roads down below. Bilbo's building his treehouse inside the wall now, so that will be forthcoming. But that wall needs to extend and go off down to the ocean. We need to bring it back up and around, kind of wrapping around to the edge of where Meat has been working on his orchard. Need to work out something with Kenta. I don't think his staircase will work out too well when this is open, or not open area anymore, when this ends up being solid because my house is here. So lots to do, so look for lots to come. Been enjoying all the comments and chatting a bit with you guys on IRC and in the comments on the YouTube site. So I'm looking forward to that keeping on continuing. And before I ramble any more because of how tired I am just going to call this the end of the episode, and I hope to see you guys next time. So take care, and I'll talk to you later.